So this is Marcus Harbin with MarcusHarbinAutoSales.com. We're here in Texas, and I would definitely recommend that, people leave their home state, and to be honest, it doesn't matter how big. I mean, a lot of times in some places you can make you can make a pretty good amount if you're already in a big city, but for most people we aren't, right? So I think the best thing would be for us to step outside, where our comfort zone is. And a lot of times what that ends up doing for you is it forces you to do things that you don't want to do. It forces you to step out, right? Be uncomfortable, and but usually you're making steps in the right direction. You're going towards the right direction, and failure is one of the things that's going to make your mind drift. You're thinking about failure. You're thinking about missing out, right? On what's in your hometown. You do not want to have a scarcity mindset. A scarcity mindset is what's going to stop you from almost doing anything, right? You want to think in abundance. Think in abundance. What that means is there's plenty of money out here for everyone. There's plenty of success. There's plenty of women. There's plenty of opportunity. Plenty of opportunity, right? Unlimited, LLC names, unlimited, paperwork for you to file corporations and things like that. So what's more important is taking that first step to becoming what it is that you want to become. And again, I'm gonna say it again, you want to be that. You don't want to fake it, right? You want to read the books, you want to figure out the code, right? Whether it's dress code, whether it's speech, whether it's the lingo, whatever the case may be. We naturally do it in our community. You just don't know it. So in our community, right? When I say our community, forgive me. In the neighborhood that I grew up in, right? What you do is everybody is saying, generally speaking, somebody is going to get you to, right? Everybody is joining the game. Generally speaking, somebody is going to get you to. You're probably not going to be like me and tell them no for 10 years, because those are your guys. But what I want you to know is that these are decisions, 14 to 18, these are decisions that are going to affect the rest of your life. They're going to affect the rest of your life, hands down. Nobody told me this, right? They were pushing me in the right direction, but they were not telling me exactly. They were not telling me in these words. So I'm saying it to you very clearly. You want to make the right decisions 14 to 20. And I'm telling you, if you make it to that 20 and you come out clean record, claim everything, and don't get in any trouble, right? You then will have the mindset and the mentality to be able to do a lot of the things that you want to do, and like I said, abundance mindset is a necessity in order for you to be able to see that. So at 16, 14, 16, just do not limit yourself to where you are. You have to try to think in the future as much as you're still enjoying yourself as a kid, and just try to have the perspective of, hey, what would it be like when I'm 20, 21, right? What would it be like? Just think about that, And the reason I'm comfortable telling you that at that age is because 8 years old, okay, yes, it's pushing it a little too early, even 12 years old. But when you get to high school, you need to be thinking about an exit strategy, like you playing the exit strategy out of a home, that you're fixing up and you go sell. Like, you need to think of an exit strategy like you're planning to go to the NBA. You know, you need to think about, okay, is my coach actually promoting me? Does this school have colleges that actually come here and look? How many people have went to the NBA, you know, over the past 30 years from this school, right? These are all factors. And to be honest, I actually thought about all of this. Everything I'm telling you in high school, I always had the mind that I have now. Always. This is not something I learned, right? But what I've done is the more reading I've done, I've kind of put more and more into practice, more and more into play, so it has made these ideas more clearer to me, right? A lot of you do not think like this at all. And to be honest, I mean, my dad was, man, he was something. My mom was, you know, they definitely put things, they said things on a daily, positive / forward thinking kind of statements. So maybe that did help, you know, and maybe you don't have that around you, but most people do. Most people have somebody saying something positive. You're just not paying attention to it. I just want you to succeed. I want you to succeed. And if you would, man, I'm here and proof. I'm living proof of what it can be if you actually change and do not, you know, do not do the things that's around you and that you're tempted, right? Temptation is something, man, and I do understand it. You know, I went for some of it. Thank God it just didn't take me out, you know. It just didn't take me out. So man, be smart, man. Look out for yourself, your future, because the world is ahead of you. And they used to tell me that all the time. And I did not believe it because I couldn't see past where I was today. I couldn't see past it. Thank God I made it here. And what I would say to you is the world is in your hands. The future is bright. You just have to believe it, right? And listen. That's it. Listen more than you speak. It's Marcus Harbin with MarcusHarbinAutoSales.com. We are out.